Okay. Good morning, everybody. And today is a very, very special, sad day because today is the very, very, very last episode of Tales of Wedding Rings. You know, I'm gonna miss this show. I really am. I really am. I mean, season two was one of the most shows that I covered since season one. I'm gonna miss this because it's the characters I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna miss Amber. I'm gonna miss Sapphire. I'm gonna miss Garnard. Hell, I'm gonna miss my boy Satou for him coming from like just a regular high school boy to now a ring king, and that's his character development, guy's character growth. I'm gonna miss Hime, the element of light girl, the childhood friend. But it's sad because I'm gonna miss one of the hottest elves in anime, Nefertiti's. And yes, she's the hottest. Yes, if you were to ask me where I put her as the hottest of all the elf girls in anime I've seen, past or present, where would I put Nefertiti's? Second. Hell, I put her over the elf girl from Goblin Slayer. That's how serious I am. But my point is, I'm gonna miss this show for the good reasons. Number one, the growth. Every of these five girls have gone character development and growth. We have seen them in this arc that have their training arc, the gathering bonding that they're gonna have, plus Nefertiti and Granard's teamwork. The bond between those two is their teamwork is so magical. I'm also gonna miss the moments that they gave us in Tales of Wedding Rings. First off, you gotta give props for Sato having these five women in their fan service moments. Really magical, by the way. And plus, the best thing about this was Sato finally graduated his V card. Him and Hime finally ties the knot. Their V card has tied, the V card has been unwrapped, untied. They finally graduated, if you know what I mean, and they finally did it not once, but 9 times. Props. I gotta give props for Sato. That's my Sato, my boy. And I gotta be honest with you guys, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's too early to call this, but right now I'm putting Sato in the Mount Rushmore of harems right now. I am putting this boy in the Mount Rushmore of harems. While I have Rintaro from the 100 Girlfriends as the GOAT of harems, and he's still the GOAT, he's in the Mount Rushmore. If I had them remove anybody from the Mount Rushmore, I honestly would have to say, this may be a shocker to us all, but I have to put Basara away from the Mount Rushmore. I may have to move him away from Mount Rushmore and put Sato up there. I know people say, what? Sato, my man, this guy did the thing. He did the D. He finally did it. But he did it. But I am gonna miss the show for that, and I'm gonna miss the show for like the growth that they have. I mean, Sato went from look how Sato now. He went, Jesus, look, he is mad jacked. Think about how he was back then. Just a regular high school boy. Now he's all jacked up, saving the world as the Ring King, and he got 6 girls. 5 girls. Well, 6 if you count Morion's sister. But that's the point. But anyway, this guy freaking did it. He has a fleet. He has an army. He has everything. Like damn, he's the leader of the Avengers, for God's sake. That's how great Sato is. Now, while we missed this show for the good reasons, Sato and Hime as a couple, this season alone, they're the best couple this season. Where do I rank them as the best couple of all time? Honestly, top 10. Now, I'm not going to put Hime and Sato relationship over Kagome, Inuyasha, Naruto, Hinata. Hell, I'm not even going to put them over Tuxedo Mask and Sailor Moon. I'm not even going to do that. But they're in the top 10. Now, this is the final episode, Tales of Wedding Ring Season 2, filled with power of love, friendship, your wives together. It's like that right there is the definition of what a good harem is. Because when you have 5 girls that support this one instead of arguing for one another, yeah, see, case in point. I know the introduction kind of long, but you guys get the idea. So without further ado, let's get right to it with the very, 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 very last episode review of Tales of Wedding Rings. Also, I do have a confession to make, and I'm gonna say it right now. I actually read the manga. I'm sorry, I read it. I'm so sorry, I read it. I could help myself. Okay, now, the Abyss. The Abyss. Sato was consumed by the darkness, the abyss of the Ring King, and Hime was the one to finally fight. You gotta think about it. Everyone has put on a show. The other four has put on Amber, Sapphire, Granar, Nefertiti. Everybody put on a show. Everybody fought. They fought their tooth and nails to get away from the darkness, and it was cunning and gruesome in the last week's episode where Sato's arm was cut off, and you're like, oh my god! But but he was consumed by the darkness, and what better way to take away the darkness than the element of light? Hime has stepped up her game and broke the shackles mask of the former princess. Because you gotta understand, the former Ring King, wanted nothing to do with them. He was like, it was like tossing the wives out the way just to get power and move on. That's what it was. He was consumed by the darkness. Like the moment he slept with these wives, all he wanted was just a harem, and he just threw his harem away like trash. Like he don't really care anymore. And he was just like, I don't need you anymore, women. I don't need you guys anymore. Bye. That's what happened. That's what's going on. Now, the difference between the Ring King, this one, and Sato Ring King is because Sato cares about his women. That guy doesn't. You see, that's the difference between Sato and the former Ring King. That is the difference. So, Hime, with all her light magic, all the light and the love she has for Sato, and like I said, the power of love prevails. Just like with Fairy Tail, the power of friendship prevails. This right here, the power of love prevails. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I mean, the light magic just helped out Sato so much because normally you see Sato rescuing Hime, but now it was the other way around. Hime saved Sato. And you know how many times we've seen them kiss? I lost track how many times they kiss. I'm gonna go say now 30. I don't know. But again, great moment by the way to see that happy moment of just beating down the element of dark, the element of the abyss. I'll say element of abyss. Take down the Ring King. I understand you want to see some fight going on, but this was a 2v1. Plus the power of love, the element of light, beating down the Ring King. It just opens the eyes of the Ring King. The former Ring King. It literally opened his eyes where he's like, you're not alone. We're here for you. Take my hand. That kind of thing. Now, after the battle, Sato used all his power. He's laying on like a lap. He laying on Hime's thighs like a lap pillow. And you can see Granar, everyone's reaction, especially Granar. She's like, it's just her little reaction was just there. But aside from that, the world ain't over yet. Because, yeah, you beat the Ring King consumed by the abyss. But what about the abyss? You know what I mean? You beat the Ring King who was consumed by the darkness, who was consumed by the abyss. But what about the abyss? What about the layering darkness that it is? Now, Sato, this boy, I can't hate this guy. I really can't hate this guy, man. This guy is just, I said it before and I'll say it again. He's one of many MCs. He's one of many MCs where I look at this guy and say, it should have been me, not him. And Sato, again, is one of those guys where I look at him and say, damn it, I wish I had his life. There are many characters in anime that I wish I had their life, or I wish it should have been me moments. I'm looking at Sato. This guy does not want to give up. And the fact that he was able to say, the fact that he's able to get up, even after putting all that strength against the darkness of the Ring King, he literally did not give up. And having his 5 wives supporting him, passion hand by hand by hand, and their power of love, the power for the truth of love, for Sato's sake, save the world. That little beam of all their power blast the darkness away. It's like that right there is definition of what a harem should have. A group of girls supporting one man and to save the world. That's what we need. That's what we need. And I love it. But again, everyone tackling him. But yeah, Sato used all his power to drink. Now, get on this bed moment because this is the bed moment. Sato waking up with 5 gorgeous women on him. Like, this guy is just, damn it, I want his life. Oh my God, I want his life. I'm not even kidding. I still want his life. Think about it. Think about it for a second. Think about it for a second. You in the bed with 5 other women. You in the bed with 5 women. Come on, think about that. You want that life? Don't say no, because I know you do deep down in your freaking soul. You wish you was Sato, and you damn well wish you was all that. Now, Sato should have smashed the other 4. I get that. I know people wanted to see him smash the other 4. Because out this season, he was smashing Hime 9 times the first time, then 10 now, and I think 11. So I think about 12 times he smashed Hime right now. I think about 12 times he smashed Hime. He would have expected it, but still. But now, now, I'm going to be honest, like I said before, and I'll say it again. I read the manga. I know I read it. They left out a parade float. They left out the float, the parade thing, all that. They left that out. They cut that off. But this was a way for the Ring King, to be introduced to the kingdom. Like, hey, you saved the world, And everybody wanted to see Sato and Hime kiss again. It's not repetitive. I don't find it repetitive, but everybody wanted to see that because, again, Hime and Sato were childhood friends. They develop a couple kind of vibes to like from childhood friends to a couple, and it's like always. It's like in real life when you have a female friend, you're gonna end up you're gonna end a couple. Kind of like the common thing I remember in my head now is like Kim Possible and Ron Stopple. Think about it. If you watch Kim Possible, you know how Kim and Ron was childhood friends. And then look where they're now. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is to these two. Childhood friends, and now they married. It's just there. But you get my point from that. But still, now, after celebrating, and sharing a wonderful kiss, they decided to have a banquet in their honors. You got to see Amber showing off her robotic arm, her robotic skills, to the people. You got to see Sapphire being what she is, all proud of everything, being the little sister jealous of that. You got to see Nefertiti standing up for herself, especially telling her brother, I'm not leaving with you, I'm staying with the Ring King. But Garnet kind of changed. She changed. She went from, she kind of like showing some more development, more kind of a side effect of her. Because it's like, if you go back to season 1, Garnet was all tough, serious cat girl, to now like being shy around Sato. Even her mother. I like her mother. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna smash her mother because her mother is very proud of her. Not only that, she's smacking her in the back. She's like, great job, great job. I can't wait to see my grandchild soon. This girl, Granddad's mother is something else. I love her. I like her when she first introduced, but dang, this was something else. Oh my God. But with Granddad though, she seems so like, what's the word? So, I'm trying to think of another word. So like blushing every time. Like she's a little worried. Not worried, more like, I can't use another word in my head, but you guys get what I'm saying. She's so like, I don't know, she's so tempting in a way. But yeah, now, what's next for Sato? You saved the world. What's next for you? What is next? Become king. You're the Ring King. But what about being a king for most of the land? You could have an entire, you could run the king. You could be the king of, you're already king of the Catland. Now you gotta be king of other places. Like, what can you do? What other things you do? I also find it interesting that the old man and the elf is still together. I'm surprised the old man still got the balls to still keep going after the elf did so much things. Like, this guy still could go on. Now, what's next? You save the world. What's next? Honeymoon. Now, this is where the honeymoon arc comes in, guys. And trust me, like I said, confession, I read the manga. Confession. Now, they're on him, Sato, and the rest of his princesses are going on a honeymoon. Where, you might ask? The human world. Yes, we finally went from isekai to now reverse isekai now. We're finally back in Sato's, which, Sato's apartment, but we're back at the real world. We're finally back in the real world where everybody is just gathering now. You know, Nefertiti's neighbor going to the library. Grindr's talking to her human cat, I say human cats, talking to cats. And Sapphire's going to stay home and watch television. Now, as for Moriana and Grandpa, they come in and bring in books because Sato wants to learn more about their world. So he's going to use all his honeymoon time to not only smash, but also study history. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is a honeymoon arc, which means we're bound to see him smashing not just Hime, but bound to smash other girls as well. He's going to pull the plug. Trust me when I say this, it's going to work. Now, I'll say it once and I'll say it again. Winter 2024, we had Tales of Wedding Rings, and then we had another Tales of Wedding Rings came out this year. I know we're not going to get Tales of Wedding Rings in 2026, but we're going to need a season 3. So if you guys were wondering, season 3, please, for the love of God, give us a season 3 of Tales of Wedding Rings. Let it come out in the winter 2027. I'm sorry. Yeah, let it come out. Yeah, you know what? Let it come out this year. Let it come out in 2027 or 2028. Can we get another Tales of Wedding Rings? I really want to get another season of Tales of Wedding Rings. Let's get another season. I'm begging you guys, for the love of God, give us another season. Please. I am begging you. Now, overall, this episode was a 10 out of 10. I mean, it just shows you just development that these 5 women have for Sato. And Sato has stepped up as one of many MCs this season. This season alone of Tales of Wedding Rings has given us so much development out of the 5 princesses and Sato. And, you know, finally see some action going on that we all wanted. Wink, wink. But at the end of the day, the love between Sato and Hime relationship has increased tenfold. And increased everyone's character as well. So I applaud Tales of Wedding Rings for their heroics and the elements together, bringing love and peace to save the world. So, and like I said, they're in the honeymoon arc, guys. And I know what you're thinking. You might want to wait. Or so. If you guys want to read the manga leading towards this chapter about the honeymoon phase, go right ahead. I won't stop you. So thank you for watching my last review of Tales of Wedding Rings. This was a good season 2 to watch. I hope we get a season 3 because not every harem anime don't get the opportunity to get another season. I mean, I'm still waiting for Sekirei to get a season 3, but we all know that ain't gonna happen. But again, harem animes like this needs another season, and I hope it does. So thank you for watching my review of the show. I look forward for other shows to come out 2026. I haven't decided what shows to cover in 2026. I don't know the answer to that one. I really don't know. But I'll see where this goes. So thank you for watching.